So we've been given this frequency table over here. We've got what you call the class width, and we've got the frequency, and we're going to construct a histogram from that data. And you'll notice one of the main differences between a histogram and a bar chart is that you plot what you call frequency density. So we need to know how to calculate that frequency density, and that's always done by frequency density is quite simply the frequency divided by the class width. So we're going to go through and calculate the frequency densities for each of these. So for this first one, we'll have the frequency is 240, which would be this bit, and the class width here is 30. So 240 divided by 30, that first bit must have a frequency density of 8. The next bit, the frequency is 320, and the class width from 30 to 40 is 10, so 320 divided by 10 gives me 32. The next bit, the frequency is 500, the class width again is 10, so 500 divided by 10 is 50. Again, the next one's a frequency of 780 with a class width of 10, so 780 divided by 10 is 78. And again, the next two have also both got a class width of 10, so I'm just going to divide those quickly by 10. And then the final one has got a class width of 40, so I need to do 640 divided by 40, which will give me 16. So now I've completed all of the frequency densities, I just need to turn that into a histogram. So the first class width is 0 to 30, so I'm going to draw this from 0 all the way up to 30, and it goes up to a frequency density of 8. So 8 is here, and I'm going to go all the way across, and that's going all the way from 0 to 30. Obviously, you need to use a ruler, but I'm not very good at using the ruler on this thing. So the next one will be from 30 up to 40, and I'm going to go up to 32. So from 30 to 40, I'm going to go up to 32. Okay, that's a bit of a ropey straight line again, but it'll do. And for the next one, the frequency density is 50, from 40 to 50. I need to go up to 50, so just keep going up. There we go, nearly there. 50 to 60, we need to go up to 78. So that's that one done. 60 to 70 is 96. That takes a little while, this, doesn't it? So 78 to 80 goes up to 82, nearly running out of colours as well. And the final one is 80 to 120, and that has a frequency density of 16. So all the way across from 16, I can draw in the rest of the histogram. So that's it, completed. Let's just have a look at another example just to make sure we know what we're doing. Okay, so this time we've got a little story there, but again we've got the same problem. We've got the frequency, we've got the class width, so we just need to calculate the frequency density. I'm not too fussed about the fact that it's including a certain, it's including 10 and not including 30. The class width is still going to be 20 for this one and 10 for this one. So let's first of all calculate all of the frequency densities, which I know is frequency divided by class width. So 4 divided by 10 for the first one will give me 0.4. For the next one, a frequency of 20 divided by a class width of 20 will be 1. Then I've got frequency of 9 divided by a class width of 15. 9/15 is the same as 3/5, so that must be 0.6. could have got a calculator for this as well. And then 8 divided by the class width of 25. 8 divided by 25, well, that's the same as 32 over 100, so that must be 0.32. And 15 divided by the class width of 30, well, that's a half. So now I just need to get my fancy colours out and draw them on the histogram. You don't have to use fancy colours, by the way. So 0 to 10 goes up to 0.4. 10 to 30 needs to go up to 1. And 30 to 45 is 0.6. And 45 to 70 is 0.32. And then the final bit, 70 to 100, I'm just going to finish that off going over at 0.5. And that's my histogram done. I'm off to have a chat with the developers of this app to see if they can sort out this ruler function.